this. Some piece of technology did not perform as it was meant to. And I won't point fingers at anybody. It might be Twitch. It might be OBS. It might be my internet service provider. But anyways, back to showing clouds, which make me happy because I wrote all this code myself to show these clouds. And I've got all kinds of effects I can do with the clouds now. And I'm probably even going to be too proud of it. But I think it was a better decision than buying something off of the asset store. So let me see if I can make a really cool looking Alright. So I'm gonna make like I'm being a little bit self-indulgent here, but I think it'll look neat. I just want to see what it looks like. So, making a cloud box. I have it go up and hide the one that's closer. Who controls the clouds in this cloud box? I do. Okay, then I want to make sure that the cloud box goes up above the level, and that way I can I won't see them disappearing early like they were a moment ago. And let's make them look like that. And let's just have a ton of them. Now what the heck? Let's have 100 clouds. And here they're just going down there. Okay, cool. So let's see what this looks like. You know what? They don't look good to me yet. Hold on, I gotta tweak them a little bit more. Let's make them a little bit bigger. All right. This should kind of look like we're falling, except that I didn't make the bottommost ground do anything. What's up with that? Okay, I gotta make them go faster. There we go. So I can use this effect too. Yeah, for sure. Like if I want to have something you're on that's falling, I can use this kind of effect. Those clouds don't have to be clouds. They could be stars. I can do a star field too if I want. So lots of possibilities with that. And it's creating them down here and it's moving them up here. Then as they leave up at the top, they just get repopulated down at the bottom again. And I can go the other way. And now it's like I'm ascending. Okay. I do see like one little thing that's bugging me that I can fix pretty easy. Well, anyways, I mean, this is not even a level I need to worry about. It's a junk level, just used for testing out aesthetic things. So let me show you a few other things. Okay. So this I'm kind of proud of too. I'm not done with it yet, so I shouldn't spend too much time on it. Oh, what's up with that? Cable. There it is. Okay. So I did a bunch of math, and the math is calculating the points along this path as though a cable were hung between these 2 points. So I can take one end of this and move it someplace else, and it changes the curve underneath. I can have the different points be basically any place, and it acts as though gravity is being applied to it. It looks like I've introduced a bug at some point with moving the left endpoint, but whatever's. Oh. Okay. So, yes, I can do some different things here too, like I can make it taut, or I can increase the slack length. And have it go as much as 40 meters down. I suppose let it go even further, but I just didn't see any situation level design that would go further than that. So I say, how much do I want the middle part of this to droop? It can be 1 meter or 1.5 or 5 or 6. And then I've got some other settings too, like how detailed the points are in between. Those will calculate. The part that I'm working on next, because you see all these little yellow things here, is not. They look like party decorations, but they only show up in the editor. The part I'm working on next is to generate the mesh, which is the geometry that renders in the game. The mesh that goes along this path, this curved path. I got a little bit there, and I felt even like I was close to showing that in this session, but I wanted to start right at 3 o'clock, and I said, no, I'm not going to keep working. I'll just be pencils down about it, and I'll show what I've got at time of demo. So I got this thing here, and I'm going to use it. Let me go back to my morgue. Morgue is a name artists use for a collection of artwork and other visual things that are used as a reference. So I showed you like these cables here with different hanging lengths. It's not meant to go into the purity theme, but I collected a bunch of other images that will go into a different theme, and they're just like examples of cabling gone mad. They're all from this Japanese city. So I'm kind of excited about this because it's precisely the type of effect that you want to be procedurally generated. If you as an artist put this together, you can do it. You can do it. But it's time consuming. Or you'll do it like by making some prefab. Prefabs are like sort of a saved set of geometry that you can reuse. But the beauty of these is that they're not just repeating bits of detail. There's something more there. There's something more systemic about how they're created. So this kind of thing is really made, it's like a perfect procedural generation task. And I'm on the path. So I'm getting to the point now where I can easily create one of these. I still have to work on the part I talked about where it creates a mesh with like the radius of the cable taken into account, and the material that's used, the lighting and stuff like that. So just create that. If I can create one of those, and I create one of those with different properties to it. Other properties could be radius, like I was saying, or it could be, well, actually I demonstrate some of the properties. Slackness, knots that appear randomly along it, or extra sockets that appear along it. You see, like these cables, they've got little bits where it gets thick, which is like I don't know what the term is for it. It's some electrical doodad that appears near the start of the cable, right? So if I can add things like that to one cable, then that would give it a little more complexity and texture and visual flair. Then anyways, basically I want to be able to generate like first one cable with many different variations. And then I tie in the creation of these cables from one point to another with variations and different slacknesses to geometry in the level, and have it just go crazy and just create a mess like you see in these pictures. Like this is kind of hostile. It doesn't make you feel good when you look at it. That's why I was saying this would be a good type of procedural generation to do on a different level theme besides Purity, which is my first level theme, which is supposed to be the friendliest of the themes, the most inviting and calming. But this I can take to a later theme, like the one I have is called Nechrome, which is supposed to just be kind of a menacing, dark theme. And I can just have it blast these cables all over the place. And it will be an interesting type of aesthetics that isn't often done. In fact, I might not, it's to say never, it's never been done is always bad luck. But I'm unaware of any other game that's used that type of effect. And I think it'll look way fucking cool. So I'm pretty excited about that. And, you know, if somebody else did do it, that's cool. I want to do it my way, and my way is gonna be neat. And even if my way even looks exactly like somebody else's, there is the joy in doing it yourself. So, city cable mess, I'll hide that again. And then go back to my neat and tidy Purity theme, Morgue. Cool. And then the other thing is this palette. I got the palette from just this one photo. Well, plus this red here, which is M. We always need some red. So I just took all the colors here from this one photo because I thought this was a pretty pleasing photo as far as colors go. So anyways, back to here. I don't know that I'm going to work on this curve in the session because I'm trying to use this session for stuff that's not about coding. My other sessions that I have Monday through Thursday in the evenings, those are live coding sessions. So I think this might actually be a good time to bring this session to a close. I am regretful that there was a friggin' freeze up in the middle of my demo at the beginning. It seems like the world does not want me to give a good demo. Maybe that's somebody's way of telling me to stop demoing and get to work. Maybe that's what's going on. So, all right. I'm going to close this down. Please join me again. I really do like it when people are here and chat. I keep a pretty regular schedule except for when I'm traveling. And that's Monday through Thursday. Here, I'll go to the big head view where it shows my schedule. So if you want to get on one of these live sessions, you might be watching this as a recording. Monday through Thursday, 6 to 8 p.m.-ish, Pacific Standard Time. Those are the live coding sessions. The ones like this one, where I'm either doing level design or art or something that's not programming, those I do Sundays, 3 p.m. And depending on my mood and interest, I might go 3 hours, I might go 1 hour on that. This one I'm going to go about 1 hour because I kind of want to get on to some other stuff, which is live coding, and I promised not to use a session for live coding. So I guess I'm removing myself from the session to keep my promise. Boy, I talk weird in these things. I think in real life I don't talk this weird. Something about putting together a presentation ad hoc and not being prepared for it and doing it for a longish period of time And also not having too many actual real people listening to me and interacting with me while I'm doing it means that what I say has an odd quality to it. But I think I still might be getting a little bit better at it with practice. And it is a skill worth having, I think. Either that or it's a way to enter into a certain type of insanity. And it's not a skill worth having. It's a skill worth rehabilitating yourself from. But in any case, I hope you enjoyed watching this. And yeah, check it out later on when I'm here. See ya.